A Step into the Past Volume 25 Chapter 5 Book 25 Chapter 05, Reunion After a Long Split. Compared to the past, Wang Jian is more tanned and muscular looking. As a matter of fact, he has transformed into someone with a powerful and masterful aura. The most striking were his sharp and electrifying eyes, radiating an impressive sensation despite his calm demeanor, truly befitting the characteristic of this celebrated general. With a sincere smile hanging on his face, Wang Jian gave Xiang Xiaolong a bear hug before releasing a long sigh. Does third brother know how much little brother has yearned for all of you? Teng Yi and Jing Jun leapt into their arms. As the forsworn brothers shared a group hug, it was such a touching and tear-jerking scene. Wang Jian happily laughed and hugged Teng Yi and Jing Jun individually as a form of love. He observed, Xiaolong has lost some weight, but you are much more awe-inspiring compared to the time when I left Xianyang. Turning to Ji Yanran, he smiled, third sister-in-law is much prettier too. The rest of the men started to swarm over, taking turns to shake hands and salute this renowned general. Xiang Xiaolong wondered, when did fourth brother come back? Have you seen Crown Prince? Wang Jian mused, judging by my ordinary attire, you should have guessed that I came back secretly. Somehow, I felt that it is better for me to visit you guys first before paying my respects to Crown Prince. As everyone was stunned at his words, Ji Yanran probed, why would fourth brother-in-law possess such a mindset? In a deep voice, Wang Jian divulged, to be honest, I had arrived 3 days ago but chose to endure the inconveniences and stayed in a secret place outside the city. In the meantime, I sent my men into the city to seek out information, as I am concerned that Lu Bue and Lao Ai had summoned me back by using a fake decree. Beyond my anticipation, I got wind of some alternative news. It seems like third brother and Crown Prince are not on good terms. Teng Yi questioned, what updates did fourth brother receive? Wang Jian revealed, firstly, Crown Prince appears to have given permission for third brother and your clan to leave for the borderlands, and secondly, Crown Prince and third brother are not as close as before. Unlike the past, Crown Prince no longer discuss his private affairs with third brother. Jing Jun sighed, fourth brother's spies are really proficient. Making up his mind, Xiang Xiaolong invited, let's enter the hall before we discuss any further. Sitting themselves in the inner hall, Wang Jian coldly grunted, this time round, I have brought 30,000 crack troops back with me. They are the best of the best and every single one of them is willing to die for me, Wang Jian. Fighting against these mere rebels? I only need to point my finger and I guarantee their absolute destruction. He then sighed with a breath of air, however, I am worried about Crown Prince and the possibility of him trying to harm third brother. As Crown Prince matures with age, he has become more and more formidable. Everyone can easily deduce that Wang Jian must have received news about Yingzhen's questionable heritage and is therefore making this assumption. To prevent Xiang Xiaolong from being awkward and also as a sign of trust in Xiang Xiaolong, he did not directly confront him. The news of Yingzheng beheading Qianzhi has taken the entire state by the storm. There is no reason for Wang Jian to be ignorant about it. The 10 eyes of Tao Feng, Ji Yanran, Jing Jun, Teng Yi, and Wu Guo are all focused on Xiang Xiaolong, letting him decide his explanation to Wang Jian. Xiang Xiaolong broke out into a wide smile, fourth brother is truly worthy of the title, Qin's top general. You had barely came back and your intelligence of Xianyang is so comprehensive. He is indirectly affirming Wang Jian's presumptions. His eyes shimmering with brilliance, Wang Jian professed, my enemies are the dim-witted Xiongnu while third brother is contending against the allied forces of the 5 eastern states. Since when did I, Wang Jian, become the top general? Pausing, Wang Jian went straight to the point, whatever third brother wants me, fourth brother to do, I will do exactly as per your instructions. You can speak without any reservations. Xiang Xiaolong burst out laughing. Stretching his hands and grabbing Wang Jian's broad shoulders, he cheerfully exclaimed, I want fourth brother to cleanse our state, wiping out all traces of Lu Bue and Lao Ai. and assist Ying Zheng in uniting the lands and build the great empire of Qin. In the process, fourth brother shall become the most illustrious general in the records of history. At this point in time, Qin has two great generals, and they are Xiang Xiaolong and Wang Jian. From the perspective of the court of Qin, both men enjoy the highest respect and accolades internally and externally. Within the military, their standing is even more prominent. If the two of them choose to work together, they will definitely pose a viable threat to Ying Zheng. However, Xiang Xiaolong chose to simply reject Wang Jian's suggestion and thereby preventing a Qin's internal strife. Of course, the others do not know that Xiang Xiaolong had already understood this fact from history. Nobody can hope to overcome Qin Shi Huang. As a result, he dared not even harbor any thoughts of staging his own rebellion. Unconsciously, he won Wang Jian's praises of admiration, but Xiang Xiaolong modestly expressed, "Fourth brother is giving me too much credit. There are many areas that I would have to rely on you." In a solemn tone, Wang Jian described, "In the history of our great Qin, Crown Prince can be considered our wisest and most scheming ruler, while Li Si's capabilities is not inferior to Shang Yang. But if we are talking about meeting on the battlefield, I, Wang Jian, fear nobody except third brother and Li Mu. In terms of scheming, you can never be safe against underhand methods. What are third brother's plans?" Xiang Xiaolong inquired, "Is fourth brother aware of Crown Prince's military deployment?" Wang Jian unabashedly shared, "The main strength of Crown Prince lies mainly in the Imperial Palace Guards and the Imperial Cavalry. Lately, the Palace Guards have been actively recruiting personnel and their strength has been boosted to 50,000. Regardless of training, equipment, and remuneration, they are far better off compared to the other forces. In addition, they are fiercely loyal towards Crown Prince. They are the ones third brother have to guard against." Xiang Xiaolong recalled that day when Lord Changwen chased up to him from the palace and advised himself to give up his plans to leave for the borderlands. Unfortunately, he was rejected unreservedly by Xiang Xiaolong. After all, Lord Chongping and Lord Changwen are members of the royal family. Blood is thicker than water. In case of a dispute, they would definitely side with Xiao Pan. Wang Jian added, "Against these rebels, Crown Prince should have logically summoned Huan Qi back. Instead, he summoned Nguxi all the way back from the Qin-Chu border. Based on this point alone, I am certain that he has the intention to confront third brother." Teng Yi was thunderstruck. "Nguxi is back? Why are we kept in the dark?" In a deep voice, Wang Jian established, "This is Crown Prince's secret attack force. However, I have yet to determine the size of his army. I only know that he has left the border and is camped somewhere between Xianyang and Yangdu. Upon receiving the royal decree, he can reach Xianyang or Yangdu within a day. Like Lord Chongping and Lord Changwen, Nguxi is a member of the royal family and would definitely support Ying Zheng in times of trouble." No wonder Wang Jian could speculate that Ying Zheng is having unfavorable thoughts about Xiang Xiaolong. Xiang Xiaolong solemnly swore, "I don't give a hoot about his deployments. As long as fourth brother can secure the fake Xiang Xiaolong's departure from Yangdu, we have the ability to handle the rest." Wu Guo smiled, "It is true that we have to depend on Master Jian to take good care of my measly little life." As Wang Jian stared at Wu Guo with a flabbergasted expression, Ji Yanran swiftly explained their ruse in her melodious voice. Wang Jian bitterly laughed, "If your ruse is exposed, third brother would be found guilty of deceiving the king." Teng Yi grudgingly smiled, "This is a risk we have to undertake. If fourth brother has seen Wu Guo in action, you too, would feel confident that we can pull this through." Ji Yanran giggled, "Additionally, your third brother will be faking an illness, making it easier to proceed with the impersonation." Wang Jian suggested, "If the switch can be made halfway through the journey, it would be perfect." Xiang Xiaolong was elated, "With fourth brother supporting at the side, it has increased our conviction drastically. Meanwhile, it is not convenient for fourth brother to stay for too long." After finalizing their future secret communication methods, Wang Jian furtively slipped away. Xiang Xiaolong left in search for Xiao Yuan and found him sitting in front of a bronze mirror and disguising himself as an old man. He promptly updated him about Wang Jian's collaboration. Xiao Yuan nodded. Judging from his bearing and appearance, it is unmistakably clear that this man places heavy emphasis on brotherhood and is not someone who will cower to the rich and powerful. With him secretly providing assistance, the odds of our success have increased by several folds. Turning puzzled, he quizzed, "Don't you need to attend morning court?" Xiang Xiaolong explained, "That is why I am looking for you. I have to trouble elder brother to apply some makeup for me and give me a sickly appearance." With an amused expression, Xiao Yuan scoffed, "Xiaolong has underestimated Ying Zheng. If he learns about your sickness, he would surely send a royal physician to treat your disease and concurrently investigate the truth about your illness claims. Xiaolong's fraud would be exposed by just a simple diagnosis." Xiang Xiaolong was horrified. "What should I do?" Glancing at the sky, Xiao Yuan calculated, "Fortunately, there is still time, because Ying Zheng can only send for the royal physician after the morning court session. I shall leave at once and gather some herbs for you. After consumption, these herbs will trigger your pulse to become unstable without any side effects. We can then deceive Ying Zheng and prevent him from growing suspicious towards you." With regards to Xiao Yuan's knowledge and skills, Xiang Xiaolong has nothing but respect and admiration. He was secretly gratified that Liu Bui has tried to harm Xiao Yuan, forcing him to switch sides. Otherwise, Xiao Yuan would probably become his most feared enemy right now. That very afternoon, as Xiao Yuan had forecasted, Xiao Pan sent 2 imperial physicians to attend to Xiang Xiaolong's medical condition. Even Lord Chongping was also here to see him. After the 2 doctors felt his pulse, both unequivocally diagnosed that Xiang Xiaolong has overexerted his physical body and has therefore caught the flu bug. Inspired, Xiang Xiaolong gingerly led them on, causing them to believe without a doubt that root of his sickness was due to long exposure to snowy wilderness during his fugitive days. Once the imperial physicians retreated out of the room, Lord Chongping sat down on his beside. With a heavy expression, he sighed with a breath, appearing to be in a dilemma over what he wants to say to Xiang Xiaolong. Putting on a feeble act, Xiang Xiaolong muttered, "What is troubling your lordship?" Lord Chongping sighed, My mind is in a quandary. On one hand, I wish Xiaolong can remain sick and bedridden, but on the other hand, I wanted Xiaolong to recover in due time. Xiang Xiaolong can feel the warmth in his heart. Strongly gripping Lord Changping's hand, he whispered, "I understand everything. Your lordship need not speak any further." An agitated Lord Chongping stammered, "You." Revealing a bittersweet smile on his face, Xiang Xiaolong pondered in a deep voice, "Serving a king is like walking with tigers, this is an age-old truth. Let's not talk these things anymore. Is Ying Ying happy? How is Duan He treating her?" His eye sockets filled with hot tears, Lord Chongping decisively declared, "Our prosperity and attainment today is all thanks to Xiaolong's endorsement and patronage. If we, the 2 brothers, can sit by and do nothing while Xiaolong is in trouble, can we be considered humans? Crown Prince is obviously the one at fault." Xiang Xiaolong is touched. He gently advised, "Regarding these matters, there is no right and wrong. Please do not bear any grudges towards Crown Prince. Little brother has a way to preserve my life." Wiping his tears with his sleeve, Lord Chongping divulged after a short contemplation, "Xiaolong must guard against this man named Wei Liao. He hails from Daliang, capital of Wei. After arriving in Qin, he has become a resident advisor under Crown Prince and is highly regarded by him. In fact, there are several matters that Crown Prince would consult him instead of us. This man is extremely shrewd and talented in military maneuvers. He authored the military manuscript A.A. Wei Liao Strategies, driving the main concept, attack small to grow big, one to rule them all, which largely coincides with our great Qin's ambition to unite the states. Crown Prince is probably influenced by him and is pushing the agenda for conquering the other states. Whoever that opposes his grand plan of uniting the lands are mercilessly beheaded. Xiang Xiaolong understood his predicament. Lord Chongping is hinting him that Xiao Pan is going all out to get rid of him in order to preserve his kingly authority and wishes for him to remain sick in bed. Indirectly, he is insinuating that if Xiang Xiaolong were to accompany Xiao Pan to Yongdu, certain death awaits him. Noting that this Wei Liao is not holding an official post, Xiang Xiaolong is convinced that he has been specially selected by Xiao Pan to deal with himself. This is because the talented officials under Xiao Pan are all hardcore buddies of Xiang Xiaolong. To get rid of himself, Xiao Pan has to engage an AA outsider. Lord Chongping added, "Did Xiaolong notice that Li Si has changed a lot? We no longer adore him like before, he is too desperate for power and authority." Xiang Xiaolong is feeling moved again, recognizing Lord Chongping's intention to warn him about Li Si. Nonetheless, only he can truly comprehend Li Si's situation. In reality, Li Si is even more passionate about pursuing the dream of conquering all the states and uniting all the territories. It is his ultimate goal in life. As a result, he was forced to do whatever he can to please Xiao Pan. Li Si, after all, did risk his own life to advise Xiang Xiaolong to flee for his life, clearly demonstrating the genuine friendship that exists in his heart. Patting Lord Chongping's hand, Xiang Xiaolong grinned, "Go back and make your report to Crown Prince. Tell him I will definitely accompany him to Yongdu." As Lord Chongping is still reeling from shock, Xiang Xiaolong winked at him several times. Although he does not have a clue about his plans, Lord Chongping got the message after identifying Xiang Xiaolong's look of confidence and left him as it is. For the next 3 days, Xiao Pan continued to send imperial physicians to attend to him. By now, it is only 10 days until the trip to Yongdu. Xiang Xiaolong pretended to recover slightly and entered the palace to seek an audience with Xiao Pan with lesser sickly makeup. After being informed of his arrival, Xiao Pan personally received him at the palace entrance, putting up a good show of respect. Concluding a round of pleasantries, Xiao Pan and Xiang Xiaolong adjourned to the imperial study to begin their secret meeting. This future Qin Shi Huang heaved with a sigh of relief. It is a blessing that Great General is able to recover in time. Otherwise, without Great General beside Guoren providing pointers, stratagems, and countering the rebels, it would be disastrous. Xiang Xiaolong carefully scrutinized this king of Qin whom he had personally raised. Momentarily, his heart is overwhelmed with countless emotions clashing with one another and he could no longer differentiate between love and hate. As instructed by Xiao Yuedan, he queried in a hoarse voice, "Is everything ready?" Xiao Pan nodded, "We are all set." Wang Jian is back and he had brought along an army of 30,000 crack troops, every one of them a brave and experienced war veteran. Guoren has assigned him to a location near Yongdu as per our deployments. Xiang Xiaolong frowned, "What are your plans?" With a tinge of awkwardness, Xiao Pan articulated, "According to Mao Qiao's spy reports, Lao Ai is planning to activate his forces and begin the rebellion on the night of the coronation when everyone is drunk and asleep from all the celebrations. When that happens, Wang Jian will besiege Yongdu with his men, trapping Lao Ai and his accomplices." Xiang Xiaolong deliberately put on an air of displeasure, "Since Wang Jian is back, why didn't he come to visit me?" Xiao Pan hurriedly explained, "It is Guoren who had prohibited him from entering the city. Great General must not misjudge him." Xiang Xiaolong interrogated, "Any news from Lu Bue's camp?" His royal eyes turning icy, Xiao Pan frostily hissed, "In the meantime, what can he amount to? However, it will be a different story when Guoren lead my civil and military officials to Yongdu." Seemingly afraid of meeting Xiang Xiaolong's gaze, Xiao Pan lowered his head and continued in a deep voice, "After the departure of Guoren and Great General, advisor Wei Liao will remain behind in Xianyang and assume command of the city. To deal with Lu Bue, he shall be bestowed with Guoren's Tiger Seal and he has complete autonomy to deploy the 3 armies of Xianyang. Guoren shall announce this tomorrow morning during the court session." Xiang Xiaolong can feel his anger mounting. Despite his nice-sounding words, Xiao Pan is actually relieving Teng Yi and Jing Jun of their military command. At the end of the day, the Qin military is fiercely loyal to the royal family. If Teng Yi and Jing Jun are unable to deploy the imperial cavalry, Xiang Xiaolong would be handicapped in the showdown between him and Liu Buwei. To make it worse, Wei Liao would have complete jurisdiction over any killings. Xiang Xiaolong shook his head, disagreeing. This arrangement is illogical. Presently, the imperial infantry is controlled by the two camps of Liu Buwei and Lao Ai. Wei Liao is a fresh face and lack battle accomplishments. Not only would he be unable to win the respect of the soldiers, it would dampen the morale of the imperial cavalry. This proposal is impractical. Would Crown Prince please reconsider? Xiao Pan still retains some fear of Xiang Xiaolong, and on top of that, he has a guilty conscience. After a short contemplation, he clarified, essentially, Guoren's strategy is strictly aimed at Liu Buwei. If he tries to manipulate the deployments of the imperial cavalry, we can charge him with treason. With reason on our side, Wei Liao can simply exterminate him and his followers. Hey! Of course we would require the collaboration of the two generals Teng Yi and Jing Jun. Though Xiang Xiaolong's deep-set eyes are flickering with a chilling sensation, he plainly concluded in a calm tone, you can simply promote Wei Liao to become the imperial infantry commander. Xiao Pan was perplexed, but this is a point-blank offensive against Liu Buwei, that traitor would never give his consent. Xiang Xiaolong stated with indifference, in this case, Crown Prince can simply hand your tiger seal to Teng Yi. Once the coronation hour has passed, Crown Prince shall become the king of Qin. Without Empress's approval, Crown Prince can control the armies of Xianyang at will. Isn't it better than causing unnecessary alarm? He is convinced that Xiao Pan needed to coax himself to Yongdu and would not clash with him at this point in time. Since Xiao Pan is evidently inferior in terms of courage, Xiang Xiaolong used this golden opportunity to ask for the sky and watch how Xiao Pan would respond. In reality, Xiao Pan cannot be bothered with the imperial infantry and had wanted to regain control of the imperial cavalry. But of course he could not say it outright. After a lengthy pause, Xiao Pan finally relented, since you say so, I shall stick to the original military appointments. Wei Liao will encamp outside Xianyang city with his forces, and whenever necessary, he shall supplement the two generals Teng Yi and Jing Jun. Xiang Xiaolong was secretly humored. Even if Wei Liao has 3 heads and 6 arms, he would not know that Xiang Xiaolong is the real mastermind behind Xianyang's deployments and is bound to be at a disadvantage. No longer interested in idle chatter with Xiao Pan, Xiang Xiaolong used his lingering sickness as an excuse to return home.